I will say the wind noise on this vehicle is not bad. It's definitely not the worst. It's super aerodynamic. I mean, that's given by the sloping lines of the car. Blind spot is not terrible. Feels nimble. Feels a low center of gravity because you do have your battery, obviously, which is keeping you grounded. And this does have a lot of cool modes, like it does have sport mode and comfort and touring and, you know, snow and ice even. So right now we're in tour, which is just a little bit softer suspension. And then if we put it into sport here, you can kind of see the front where my speed is showing. It kind of changes into a little italicized thing. And yeah, your gauges change. And it just, you do feel the change, definitely, when you're in sport mode in this vehicle. The noise that it pumps into the vehicle is a little bit louder too, and you have all of your power unlocked. So in electric vehicles, your horsepower sometimes, depending on what mode you are in, is lower and you're not at full potential. But when you're in sport mode in this Cadillac LYRIQ, you unlock full potential of the battery. So you can whip around corners like that. So again, it is really sporty, but it also can carry your whole family. So this is definitely a car for enthusiasts. You know, I love this car. It's a very nice car, very nimble. And then we literally can just put it back into touring, and you can feel the power kind of hide itself a little, and the suspension stiffens up, and it just turns into a really nice relaxing ride. Inside the cabin, it's super quiet. The stereo system is amazing. This AKG upgraded stereo in this 2024 Cadillac LYRIQ, and I really like the steering wheel. And I'm using one pedal, which I'll explain more later. But yeah, just super nice car to drive, and it does have Super Cruise, so there will be a green light right here on the. So if you're on the highway, it can basically drive for you. I think it's a level 3, and it just watches your eyes and makes sure you're paying attention. But if you're paying attention, it will definitely drive you. So yeah, it's a really nice vehicle. What are we doing? Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah, and this super nice car. Range anxiety, you won't have any of that with this vehicle. I mean, it really is a big enough battery to where you don't have to worry. For most people, dailying this car is a dream. You just plug it in at home at night. This can charge at your house with a level 2 charger, which will give you anywhere from 25 miles to your battery pack to around 42 miles to your battery pack an hour, depending on how many amps you're pushing. I think 48 amps is the most you can push. So yeah, and it is amazing in this touring mode. I mean, that's basically like comfort mode, and the steering is very just, you can drive it with one finger. It's like a Rolls Royce. Now, I wouldn't say the ride quality, it's still, you feel some things in the road, but honestly, it really does a good job at softening the road with this magnetic ride suspension, which basically gauges the road 1,000 times a second, and it makes your ride quality better by assessing bumps and imperfections in the road. So that's another plus with this. I really do like this digital mirror here as well. If you have riders in the back seat, you can just flip on the digital mirror, and honestly, it's really awesome. It's good quality, it's bright, it's everything you want, and you can change the brightness if you're not happy with it. You can change the way or the direction it looks. If you want it to look a bit more left or right, you can do that as well. So lots of things you can do with that digital mirror. I don't really like using it at nighttime just because of the brightness. I'd rather just use the standard one. But it's super easy to do standard. You just flick it like that, and it turns into a regular mirror and digital in a second. This does have the massaging seats, so you turn this little button and you can choose your massage. So I'm doing roll on volume 3, and that's the highest you can go. And I would say the massage seats are very comfortable. These seats are air conditioned, and there is actually speakers in the headrest, like you see in some of the newer Cadillac Escalades. So overall, just a super nice feature. I don't know what the fuck she was doing, but yeah. So I'm gonna wash this car so I can show you guys the exterior. But once it's washed, it will be good to go, and I can show you the exterior. So another thing that I really like about this is the huge panoramic sunroof. And right now I'm driving with the visor just because it does let in tons of light. It is a little bit UV protected and tinted from the factory, but if I were to ride with this open, I think I would suggest getting this whole piece tinted. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys in the car wash because it's actually very cool to see it in the car wash. This is what I was talking about, the AKG. These are little perforations here are actually speakers that are built into the headrest, so that's super cool. This one has the white, like kind of off-white interior with the blue lining everywhere. It does have this little tray that folds out, again, in that blue leather, super nice. I'll get the window sticker for you guys to get you the exact colors and combinations, obviously. But here's a look from the back. You have your two back seats and a center cup holder rest that folds down. And the visibility, when, you know, it is a sloping design, but you do still have a lot of visibility there as well. And then if you want to close your sunshade, it's automatic, so you don't even have to hold it. You just do it once, and it will close right up for you. So super nice design there. This is how you control your vents. You have these little twisty things, and basically you just move them around for which way the air you want the air to go, and you twist it for airflow. So pretty simple there. You do have memory seats in this Luxury 3, so you'll have memory 1, memory 2, and these seats in the front are ventilated and warm. So in the winter you can stay warm, and in the summer you can stay cool. This is the massaging seat feature, and then right here you have all your side mirror controls. Your windows for all 4 doors are right here as well, so you get a lot of control. Your parking brake, the auto hold, lane keep assist, and lots of other things. So yeah, we have 201 miles right now at 65%. That's not bad. There is bigger batteries though, like the new Escalade IQ has a huge battery, which gets you more range than this LYRIQ. But again, if we're talking price point, I mean, that's 50,000 more, maybe even 60,000 more, depending on which colors you get and everything. But yeah, this does come with my Alexa, my Cadillac, and then you do have ambient lighting at night and self-presenting door handles that are illuminated, which is super cool. Right here is your vehicle status, which we can't look at right now because the vehicle is not started, but I'll show you guys later. You can connect your phone with CarPlay, you have Google Assist, you have the Play Store. Alright guys, so now we're going to be talking about some competitors. So basically, who is in competition with this Cadillac LYRIQ? So when the Cadillac LYRIQ originally came out in 2024, this didn't really have a lot of competitors. But one thing I will say now is there definitely is way more competitors. The first one that I can think of is obviously Tesla Model Y, which everyone knows and loves. But the one thing I will say about the Tesla Model Y is you just won't get the feeling of luxury you do in this LYRIQ in that car. Now, the prices aren't that different, especially after they took away the incentives for all of these EVs. So honestly, if you're looking for a luxurious ride, a luxurious feel, and overall just better styling, I would say, and less common, you don't want to be looking like everybody else, this is the car to get. It definitely makes more of a statement than a Tesla, and it has that power. I mean, that's crazy, you know. This is a dual motor, so this is the 600 trim, so it is the quicker trim, but I really do love this car. It is a Luxury 3, so it's the top trim for the Luxury. The Cadillac LYRIQ does come in 3 trims, well 6 altogether, but 3 for the Luxury trim and then 3 for the Sport trim. So you can get Sport 1, Sport 2, Sport 3, which is the highest trim, for the Sport, or you could get Luxury 1, Luxury 2, Luxury 3, and we are in the Luxury 3, so the most luxurious, highest spec trim for the luxury level. Again, I am not even putting my foot on the brake, and I just came to a full stop thanks to regenerative braking. Regenerative braking is when you take your foot slowly off the gas pedal, and basically it will slow the car down for you and put all of that energy that you're using to slow down back into your battery. So you're actually being more efficient when you drive with this, and it really does help the brake wear. I mean, you have no brake wear whatsoever. You can use the same brake pads. You don't need replacement for a long time if you know how to use this regen braking properly, and that's just something I really love about this car. Okay guys, so now we're gonna hit the highway in this Cadillac LYRIQ Luxury 3 2024. I do have it in the Sport mode right now for getting on the highway. It's super easy. You don't really have to worry that much about merging when you have all this power, I would say. You just got to worry about the slow car in front of you. So yeah, I mean, yeah, this guy's going way too slow. I don't know what he's doing, but this is why I love this car, because watch what I'm about to do. I just left him in the dust, and this thing moves, and it does move even quicker when it's charged more. We're hovering around like 60%, so if you're at like 80%, it can go even quicker in Sport mode. But that's something I really love about this car. I mean, the driving, you really don't have to worry about merging on the highway, and honestly, from a defensive driving aspect, you do not have to worry whatsoever. I feel so safe really in any luxury like Cadillac like this that has that instant torque to get away from people when merging, and you just don't have to deal with any of the bullshit that comes with getting on the highway. So that's something that I really love about this vehicle. And the ride on the highway, even in Sport mode, it rides so smooth. I love this. Probably rides better than a Tesla Model Y Performance, which would kind of be the main competitor, especially in the performance trim, because this is the dual motor 600 all-wheel drive trim, so it kind of is like a performance as well for specs if we're talking about 0 to 60 and things like that. So yeah, overall super nice vehicle. But we did just get it out of the car wash, so I can't wait to show you guys the exterior. That will be fun. But yeah, that was just a quick on-highway example of what this power can really do for you. Can really get you out of that tough situation that we were just in. So another reason why I love this vehicle. Alright guys, so now let's talk maintenance in an EV. Another thing I love about these electric vehicles is how little maintenance you really have to do, especially when you're leasing this vehicle. So there is obviously going to be no oil changes, and you won't have to worry about that. So really, after owning these electric vehicles for a few years, what I can say is the only thing that you're going to be needing to do and watch for is those tire rotations, because having an electric vehicle, your vehicle is going to be more heavy, and it could go through tires quicker, especially if it's a performance EV with performance grade tires. But really, tire rotation every 6,000 to 7,000 miles and you'll be good. You don't have to worry about brake pads, because I just said before about the regenerative braking that saves a lot of wear and tear on that item specifically. And the only other thing is washer fluid, and that's really it. I know it sounds funny, especially for some of you guys that are still in the gasoline powered vehicle, but I mean, there is really just nothing that you have to do or worry about with these vehicles. And that's something, again, there's so many pros, but the one thing that I think is holding people back is the dependence for electricity and the infrastructure. So, but if you live close to home, you don't commute like 2 hours each way, I think you'll be fine. You'll love this, and you'll get a lot out of this, and you can get a good lease deal even without the government incentives. I know that a lot of manufacturers like Volvo are actually comping that lease incentive, and they're putting in their own money to kind of help out buyers with the cost of ownership with an EV. So honestly, even though the government just took away the incentives when I recorded this video, I personally think that there's still a lot of growth in EV ownership. So I guess we'll have to see. Cadillac LYRIQ Luxury 3. I do have the front open, so under the hood you're not going to see a lot of stuff, but you are going to see a nice kind of carbon fiber looking cover for your battery. But again, you don't have any storage space up here, which is kind of a shame compared to competitors. We do have a nice Cadillac crest there as well. These are the 22-inch upgraded wheels. I love these wheels so much. And right here is this, you're just going to tap on this, and that's going to open your charge port. So it does have level 2, and you pop this out, you can do supercharging as well. And it is automatic, so you just push this button and it folds back up. Super sleek. You pull forward when supercharging in public stations because your charge port is at the front of the vehicle. Here's your interior, the vehicle. Again, super nice. Look at that panoramic roof. Seriously, so much visibility from the back seat. And we can put our windows down here to show you more. Let's get in the back seat and show you guys what controls and what's going on back here when the vehicle's on. So, a huge panoramic roof. So much visibility in the daytime. Really awesome. What you get back here, you get your climate control, so you can do heated seats as well. And you can adjust how much heat you want. There's 3 levels. You do have some vents back here as well. And here's where you can control the temperature with these physical buttons, which I really like. Your fan speed as well, and where you want your air or heat. Super nice vents, premium feel. 2 USB-C chargers and a regular outlet down here, which is super cool as well. You get these nice leather lined pockets. Look at the stitching and craftsmanship on these seats too. Super cool. You can also lock the back of the vehicle from here, and you can roll up your window. Again, the AKG sound system reaches all points throughout the car. So you'll see speakers in the doors over there. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to fold down the seats as well from the back. And yes, they are automatic, so that is really something I like. And you can carry a lot actually once the seats are rolled down. So you're going to come over here to these buttons and just give them a nice press, and the seats will fall automatically. They're not the softest fall, but yeah. Under here, I'm just going to show you that view. Look at that view, guys, and look at how much storage is really under here once you fold down the seats. Super amazing. This is a nice briefcase looking thing, Cadillac branded, of course. This is going to be your level 2 charger, and it's really nice quality, so just thought I'd show that off. And under here there is more storage that you get because this is an EV. You wouldn't necessarily get this if it was an ICE vehicle. And I keep my briefcase down under there, so I'll just throw it down in here, close it. Perfect. Amazing. It does have a cargo cover for your luggage if you want more privacy. Kind of reminds me of the Land Rover Range Rovers. They kind of have the same thing going on with them. And you do have to put the seats back up manually once you fold them down. But to close the trunk, you just give that a push. And here you have it. The Cadillac LYRIQ 600E4, the dual motor variant, the quickest variant. We do have a carbon fiber plate on there, plate cover. These whole panels are turn signals. This whole side will light up when you put your turn signal on. Looking on the inside with the seats folded down, lots of space. Let's fold these back up manually to show you guys the center armrest / cup holder. So nothing too fancy, but you can fit 2 cups back here and charge your phones with those 2 USB-Cs, and you can look out at this beautiful sky here in Michigan. Here's the front passenger. Again, massaging seats up front with heated and cooled seats. That huge AKG sound system. The plate, when you open the door, is super cool. It does have a Cadillac LYRIQ printed on it. Makes it feel more bespoke. And I really like the speakers in the headrest. I like the look and I like the sound. It really does help out with the quality of the sound. Perforations all throughout the seats for your ventilation and heat. You do have this nice blue lining and other blue areas in the car like I showed you before. This nice privacy tray to keep some stuff. You do have a wireless phone charger slot right here where you drop your phone in, and another USB-C. And you have some more storage down here. Super cool. Overall, it really does look like a futuristic vehicle. You know, I think Cadillac has done a great job with their electric lineup, and they made the grille design look really nice at night too. I wish I could show you guys, but it's not nighttime. But this is all illuminated, as well as the Cadillac logo is illuminated at night, so you can tell what kind of car this is. Don't be shy when closing that frunk. Make sure to give it a good slam. I love the way this car looks, especially with all the windows down. That beautiful interior. In the description of this video, I'm going to leave specific colors that from the manufacturer. I'll get the window sticker for you guys so I can get you all of that info. And I'm just going to put on the hazards. I'm going to get in here to show you guys the hazard lights. Okay, so they're on. I want to show you guys the sequential turn signals. And like I was telling you back here, this whole strip is illuminated when you put on your turn signal or brake light, as well as down here, kind of on the new Buicks, right? So super cool. Again, self-presenting door handles with illumination strips at night. Super nice. This is your key. And once you lock the door, the mirrors fold as well as the door handles. But once you unlock it, it does have keyless entry, so it will know when you're coming close with the key. And handles will present themselves so you can pull open the door to your all-electric Cadillac LYRIQ. Total vehicle is optioned at $73,320. With stellar black metallic on the outside, finished in a sky cool gray with Santorini Blue. And this is powered by GM's Ultimum platform. Alright guys, this is my first video, so if you did like this video, make sure to subscribe to see more amazing automotive content. hopefully I can get you guys more cars to review like this one. I'm taking recommendations for which cars I should review and test drive next. Let me know what you guys did like about my recording style as well, because this is my first video, so I'm always trying to improve. And I'm going to be putting more information about this car in the description, as well as some of the best lease deals you can get as of October 2025. Thank you guys.